Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So we are currently on the 2-month break in the middle of The Walking Dead Season 10, where we have to wait 2 months for the back 8 episodes. We've gotten the first 8 episodes, and now we have to wait until, February for the next 8 episodes of Season 10. And Episode 8 was pretty interesting. It's kind of average, but it had some good moments. Kind of a weak cliffhanger, but moving on. Anyway, we have to wait 2 months for the next 8 episodes, but we got a preview for, now I don't know if it's episode 9 or if it's the back half of the season. I don't know if the preview has scenes for episodes besides episode 9, because the preview seemed like it had a lot in it, just a lot of different things happening, and I'm wondering if it's the preview for the back 8 episodes altogether, or if it's just the preview for episode 9. Because I think last season there was the first 8 episodes, and then there was the preview for the 2-month wait, and it was like a bunch of scenes from all the back half. So I don't know. Like on YouTube, the videos for the preview, it keeps saying episode 9 preview, episode 9 preview. So I don't know. I feel like it's there's too much in the preview for it to just be episode 9, but maybe it is. I mean, I'd definitely be okay with episode 9 just having a bunch of stuff in it. I'm not even sure if Michonne's going to be in the episode, so that's one reason why I'm kind of skeptical on whether or not episode 9 is going to have all the stuff we saw in that preview. But there was an interesting moment in the preview. Well, a lot of interesting moments. And some of them I will cover in other videos, but one moment that was definitely kind of interesting was, it looks like Michonne from all the way back in season 3, before she even met Andrea, or right after she met Andrea, because she's got the little jacket on her that she used to have back when we first met her in season 3, and if you look closely beside her, you see a chain. It looks like season 3 Michonne, where she had the little, I don't know if it's like a jacket thing, but the thing that's covering a lot of her face, like a coat thing, and she had the chains with the 2 walkers that were like the 2 guys she knew. I think one of them was her husband or her boyfriend, and they had their arms and jaws cut off, so they weren't a threat, but they served as camouflage to camouflage her from other walkers. And she just dragged them around on chains, and they followed her around like dogs, basically. And it's weird because we're seeing that in the preview, and she hasn't been like that for a long time. Like she's moved on from that. Like, I'm not saying that it's not necessarily a bad way to maneuver yourself if you're alone, if you're by yourself. I'm not saying it's a bad idea to take a walker and chain them up and cut off their jaw, cut off their arms. I mean, that can totally work. That doesn't make you a crazy person. And Michonne she is separated from everyone else right now because she got on that boat and went with Virgil to get those weapons that are supposed to destroy the herd, or could destroy the herd. But it just seems weird that she would go back to that she would go back to the way she was in season 3. And I'm thinking that maybe she doesn't. Maybe it's a flashback. I mean, if she does the thing with the walkers and the chains, I mean, that's logical. But why the jacket? Why the return of that? Unless it's a flashback. Unless we're getting like a season. Technically she was at the very end of season 2, but they hadn't even cast the actress yet. But like before season 2, before season 3, like are they going to do a flashback? Like a Michonne flashback, back when she was alone and she just had those 2 walkers, and she wasn't crazy, but she wasn't really social. She was a loner, and she was kind of disconnected from society, and she's changed so much since then, and is pretty much an unrecognizable person as far as her personality goes from back then. But are we getting a flashback? Are we getting a Michonne flashback back when she had those walkers and she was alone? Is that something that we could be getting? Keep in mind, this is supposed to be Michonne's last season. I think that's why they had her get on that boat and sail away with Virgil, because she can only be in like 5 episodes for the season. And rather than have her just be in the first 5 episodes of season 10 and leave, which is what they did with Rick and Maggie last season, when those actors left, they were just in the first 5 episodes and then they were gone. But rather than do that, I think they're doing 5 episodes for her, but they're spacing them out or something, and that's why they're having her be on the boat, because they didn't want episode 8 to be Michonne's last episode. Her last episode's going to be at some point in the back half. Now, I don't know if the flashback has something to do with that, but Angela King has been saying multiple times that the way they write out Michonne's exit is this really huge, crazy, awesome thing that they do, that it really pays a tribute to her. So maybe in Michonne's last episode, they show some interesting flashback back when she was alone, and that's why we get that shot of her with the coat and the chain, is because we're getting a flashback with Michonne. I still think that, Michonne's going to find out that Rick's alive, and she's going to go after Rick, and that's how her character leaves. I could be wrong about that, but I think that that's what they're going for. That's what they're doing. But even so, I think that whatever they're going to be doing with Michonne's last episode in the back half of season 10, it's going to pay a tribute to the character, sort of like how Rick's last episode paid a tribute to Rick in a lot of ways. So maybe that's why they're doing the flashback with the chain and the coat over her head as some sort of tribute thing, maybe to show us a flashback scene that has some information about her that we didn't know before. I don't know, but it is interesting. Maybe it's a dream, maybe it's a hallucination. I just don't see her like regressing back to the way she was, back in season 2 or season 3. It would have to be like a flashback or something. The whole, like I said, the thing with the walkers, that's practical, but why would she need the coat, So I really do think it's got to be some sort of flashback. It has to be some sort of flashback that they're doing, but I don't know. It is really interesting though, and I'm really looking forward to seeing, what all that's about. So I guess we'll just have to wait for the back half of the season and see how Michonne gets written out of the show, and see what's going on with her in this moment. Is it a flashback? Is it not a flashback? I don't know, but it's definitely interesting. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and as always, don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now I am at 680 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 700 in the next few months, so just remember, every subscriber counts, every bit of support matters, and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 700. Anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.